Greetings everyone, welcome to AK Online Academy. This is Tutor Benego speaking, bringing you yet again another solutions video on an assignment you were assigned in set notation section A, paper 2. Okay, so our first question is coming from last year's GCE paper. Okay, and the question reads, at Kamulima farming community, 33 farmers planted sorghum, S, 25 planted groundnuts, G, 38 planted maize, M, 15 planted both sorghum and groundnuts, 14 planted both sorghum and maize, 13 planted both groundnuts and maize, and 6 farmers planted all the 3 types of crops. Illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. Question 1. Question Roman numeral 2. How many farmers, A, were in this farming community altogether? B, planted one type of crop only. C, planted 2 different types of crops only. Okay, so the first thing we do is simply extract some information from useful information that is going to help us come up with a Venn diagram. Okay, so we are pulling some information which we are going to use to come up with this Venn diagram. So let us start extracting this information. So I told to say 33 farmers. Okay, we have a 33 here, planted sorghum represented by S. So we're going to say sorghum is equal to 33. Remember, just the same thing we're doing the time we're learning this part of set notation. 25 planted groundnuts, G. So we're going to say G is equal to 25. And then we're told to say 38 planted maize, represented by M. So M is equal to 38. And then we're told to say 15 planted both sorghum and groundnuts. So sorghum and groundnuts, sorghum, G, and groundnuts, sorghum and G for groundnuts. How many were there? 15. Then we're told to say 14 planted both sorghum and maize, S and M. So S and M, we get 14. And then 13 planted groundnuts and maize. 13 planted groundnuts and maize. So groundnuts and maize, that is G and M. G and M, we get 13. All right, and then we're told to say 6 farmers planted all 3 crops. So all 3, we have 6 farmers. So we have 3 different types of crops, simply implying that we're going to have 3 sets in this Venn diagram. So let us go ahead and bring in our shapes. So we start with our circle. That should be big enough, and then I can switch to my cursor. I bring it somewhere here. That should be okay. Copy paste. Not really what I intended to do. Okay, copy and paste. I bring this guy right here. Okay, copy paste again. Bring this guy right there. Okay, because I know to say there's a common intersection for all 3 sets. That's why I have placed them like that. The same thing we're doing in lesson 2, set notation. Then we bring in our rectangle to enclose the sets. Okay, then we can say this is the universal set. So we have 3 sets. We have maize, we have sorghum, and we also have groundnuts. So remember, we said whenever you start plugging in these values, always start from the center right there. Okay, so which values belong here? These guys that planted all 3. So we put our 6 here. Okay, we're done here. I can clear this up, keep cleaning. And then this one says groundnuts and maize, the total should be 13. Groundnuts and maize, this is groundnuts and this is maize. the intersection is this region. We're told the total should be 13. We already have a 6, so we say 13 minus 6 giving us a 7. That's the value put there. Okay, we are done with you here. You can go. This one says sorghum and maize, 14. Sorghum and maize, this is sorghum, okay, and this one is maize. So this intersection here, the total should be 14. We already have a 6, so we're going to say 14 minus 6, that should give us 8. Okay, that's the value placed there. Go to the next one, we can erase this information. This one now says sorghum and groundnuts should be 15. This is sorghum, this is groundnuts. This intersection here, the total should be 15. Already we have a 6. So we simply say 15 minus 6 giving us a 9. Okay, we are done with the intersections. Now we can go to the other segments. So I told to say the set for sorghum should have a total of 33. So sorghum, this set for sorghum, when you add everything in this set, the total should give you 33. So already we have an 8, we have a 6, and we have a 9. So we need to add what we have and then subtract from 33 to find the remaining value to place there. Okay, so I'm going to say, so allow me to punch on my calculator. I'm going to say, there is my calc. Just grab my calculator. Okay, got it. We now say that is 8 plus 9 plus 6. 8 plus 9 plus 6. These values are the ones I've added. So I have an 8 there plus 9 plus 6. When you add those, we get 23 minus 33. What am I getting? I'm getting a 10. So the 10 comes there. We are done with the set for sorghum. Go to the next one. So we don't erase that. We wait first. We need to do some confirmation. Groundnuts. The set for groundnuts should give us 25. We already have a 9, we have a 6, and we have a 7. So we add what we have and then subtract from 25 here, because the total for the entire set should be 25. So we're going to say 7 plus 6 plus 9 gives me 22, minus 25 gives me 3. So the 3 comes there, such that when you add everything inside the set for groundnuts, the total you should get is 25. So that is that. We go to maize. Maize, we have 8, 6, and 7 already. So we add what we have, subtract from 38. So we're going to say 8 plus 6 plus 7. 8 plus 6 plus 7. What do we get? 21 minus the total, which should be 38. We get 17. So this is where we place our 17. Okay. At this point, we are done. Then we start confirming. We're told to say the set for maize, the total should be 38. So let us add everything. 17 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7, and see if you're going to get 38. So we're going to say 17 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7. That gives me exactly 38. Meaning we are okay here. We can proceed to the next set. We confirm. Let me just clean up. Okay, we go to sorghum. Okay, let's start with groundnuts. The total for groundnuts should be 25. Okay, so we add 9 plus 3 plus 7 plus 6 plus 7. Okay, 9 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7. That gives me exactly 25. We know that this set is correct as well. Then we go to the next one, which is sorghum. But the total for sorghum should be 33. So we have to add everything. Say 10 plus 8 plus 9 plus a 6. Okay? So 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6. That gives me exactly 33. We are correct. So now we have confirmed to say all the values are correctly placed inside the Venn diagram. We can now proceed to the rest of the question. So this one, we are done. We have gotten those 2 marks. We now proceed to the next question, which says, how many farmers were in this community altogether? So don't make a mistake where you want to do shortcuts and then you just come to these totals that are showing up here. Then you just say 33 plus 25 plus 38 and you think you have gotten the answer. That would be wrong. Okay? What you need to do is you need to add all the values in the Venn diagram. So I'm going to say question 2 B is at B. A. We're going to add everything. 17 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6. We have added 17 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6. Okay? We now say plus 10 plus 9 plus 3. Okay? Plus 10 plus 9 plus 3. This is what is going to give us the total now. Okay? When you add those values, what do you get? 17 plus 7 plus 8. 17 plus 7 plus 8. Okay, let me just add them in order. 17 plus 8 plus 7. 17 plus 8 plus 7. 6 plus 10 plus 9. 6 plus 10 plus 9 plus 3. Let me confirm. 17 plus 8 plus 7. I forgot to put a plus between 7 and 6. 17 plus 8 plus 7. 17 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 10 plus 9 plus 3. Plus 6 plus 10 plus 9 plus 3. That gives me exactly 60. So we're dealing with farmers. So I'm supposed to say 60 farmers. That's our final answer. Okay, we go to B. How many planted one type of crop only? One type of crop only. Which guys are these ones? Oops. Didn't intend to do that. Okay. Just trying to clean up these check marks. Relax. Typo. Right. So how many planted one type of crop only? One type of crop, we have the 17 there, we have a 10 there, and we have a 3. So we're going to have a 30. So 17 plus 3 plus 10, that should give me a 13. So B, let's put it right there. 17 plus 10 plus 3 gives me 30 farmers. These are the guys who planted only one crop. Okay, we go to C. It says how many farmers planted two different types of crops only. Okay, because of the word only, it simply means these are the guys who are going to capture. So I have the 7 there, 9 and 8. So I'm going to say 7 plus 8 plus 9 gives me 24. Right? 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals 24 farmers. These are the guys who planted two types of crops only. Okay, and we are done with this question. We go to the next example, and it's coming from 2021 paper 2, written by the grade 12s. At a certain secondary school, all the learners in grade 12 take at least one of the following optional subjects. So this information tells us to say there you're not supposed to have any values outside the sets, because you're told to say oh, the learners take at least one. All right, so no one doesn't take what has been listed, what is going to be listed. Okay, and the subjects are as follows. We have French, home economics, HE, and geography. Okay, so we're told to say 20 learners take French only. So 20 take French only. So F only, we have 20. Okay, French only, we have 20. 25 learners take home economics only. Okay, HE only, we have 25. 22 learners take geography only. So geography only, we have 22 learners. And then we're told to say 9 learners take French and geography. So F and G, French and geography, 9 learners. Okay. And then 12 learners take French and home economics. So French and HE, we have 12 learners. 15 learners take geography and home economics. 15 geography and home economics. 15. Okay, and then 4 learners take all 3 subjects. So all 3, we have 4 learners. Illustrate the information in a Venn diagram. Okay, we get our shape and start coming up with our Venn diagram. So that should be big enough. Then let me switch to my cursor. I'll bring you somewhere here. Yeah, that's okay. Copy paste. Bring you here. Paste. Bring you right there. Okay. Then we bring in our Venn diagram, our rectangle. Okay, that looks okay. We now start drawing. So this is our vessel set. So we have French. Let's call this one French. Let's call this one geography, and let's call this one HE. Okay, so again we start from the center. We have these 4 here coming right there. Okay, so at this point, because of the words only, we can actually plug in these values here. This one, and that one, because they've specified the actual region. French only, it is here. So we can put the 20 there. Okay. Then we have HE only, it's 25. HE only, it's this region. You can put a 25. Geography only, it's 22 right there. Okay. So at this point, you can plug in these values because of the word only. Okay, and there's no need for us to start proving anything, so we can erase that information there. Okay, we're just remaining with these other values for the intersections. So now I told to say French and geography here. The total should be 9. French and geography, let us find that region. French and geography is this region here. The total should be 9. We already have a 4. So I'm going to say 9 minus 4, giving us a 5 to put here. Okay, we're done with this one. Go to the next one. Geography and HE, the total should be 15. Geography is here, HE is there. The intersection is this one. The total should be 15. You already have a 4. You say 15 minus 4 gives you 11. That's the value you put there. Okay, we're done. French and HE. French is this one right there. HE is right down here. The intersection is this one. The total should be 12. You already have a 4, so you put an 8 here. Such that when you add 8 plus 4, it gives you a 12. Okay, we're done drawing our Venn diagram. Obviously, they will ask us the total number of learners at this school. Okay, how many grade 12 learners are at this school? Exactly. So we're going to say number 2. This is number 1, by the way. Okay, number 2A. We're going to add everything. 20 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8. 20 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8. Okay. Plus 22 plus 11 plus 25. Plus 22 plus 11 plus 25. Then we punch on our calculator. Let's see what we find. So 20 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8, 20 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8, plus 22 plus 11 plus 25, plus 22 plus 11 plus 25. Let's confirm what we have punched before we press equals. 20 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8, 20 plus 5 plus 4 plus 8, plus 22 plus 11 plus 25, plus 22 plus 11, okay. equals 95. So we have 95 learners in total. 95 learners. And we are done. We go to the next one. How many take home economics and geography but not French? Home economics and geography but not French. We're looking for students or learners who take only 2 subjects. What are these 2 subjects? Home economics and geography but not French. Okay, where do we find these guys? Home economics and geography. Okay, home economics is here, geography is here. These are the guys that take home economics and geography. But these, the ones we are looking for, shouldn't take French. Okay, the 4 here also take French. So only these guys here are the ones that take home economics and geography only. So the answer for B is simply 11 learners. Okay, these guys right there. Go to the next one. How many take 2 optional subjects only? 2 optional subjects only, we have the 5 there, 11 and 8. So for C, let's solve it from here. 11 plus 8 plus a 5. What does that give us? 11 plus 5 plus 8, that gives me 24. So that's 24 learners. And you are done. Okay, proceed to the last question. The last question says, in a group of 60 football fans, so the total is 60. If you take a note, total equal to 60. So obviously in this question, they're not going to ask us to find the total because they've already given it to us. Okay, you notice in the previous 2 questions, they never gave us the totals. So that's why they were asking us to find the total. Okay, 37 support team A. So team A, we have 37 supporters. Okay, 28, okay, let me be circling them. 28 support team B. Team B, we have 28 supporters. Okay, it's also A there. Then 29 support what? Team C. Okay, so team C has 29 supporters. Okay, 2 support team A and team C only. Okay, so here the information is quite organized. We can start drawing. It's different from the other questions we have looked at, where we're given the information in paragraph form. Here at least it's somewhat point form. So we can draw. So we just need to check, is there a common intersection for all 3 sets? N support all 3 teams. Okay, so meaning we know there's a common intersection for all 3 sets. Okay, looks like I can move this guy. There's something I've done before to actually make it move. I don't just remember what. Okay, so draw this guy right there. Okay, looks okay. We copy, paste. Oops. Nope. Change to a cursor. Okay, good. Now right there again, I paste, bring this guy here. Okay, that looks okay. Venn diagram, we need a rectangle, plug it there. Okay, looks like we're done. Okay, now say this is the universal set. So this is team A, this is team B, and this is team C. Okay, so let's start with those that are saying only. So first we start with the 10, which support all 3 teams. So 10, we put it there. Okay, then 18 supports team A only. Okay, 18 support team A only. So 18 support team A only, we put those guys there. Okay, we can check mark that one. 7 support team A and team B only. Team A and team B only, 7. We put it there. Okay, this is team A, this is team B. Only it is this region there. Okay. Next, 5 5 here support team B and team C only. This is team B and team C only, it is this region. So that's why we put our 5. Okay, and then 2 support team A and team C only. Team A is that one, team C is this one. Only it is this region. What number is that? That's a 2. We put it there. Okay, then we come to this information here, up here. We're told to say team A. Okay, let's start with these that are not yet filled in completely. B and C. Team B, the total should be 28. So far we have a 7 here, we have a 10, we have a 5. So we add what we already have and then subtract from the supposed total, which is supposed to be 28. So we say 7 plus 10 plus 5, 7 plus 10 plus 5, that gives me 22. 22 minus 28, which is the supposed total, we get a 6. So meaning, why do we put the 6? We put it there. Okay, we go to team C. What is the total for team C? The total should be 29. So we already have 17 here. Okay, 2 plus 10 is 12 plus 5, that's 17. 17 minus 29, what you get? 29 minus 17, that gives me 12. So the 12 comes right there. Okay, so now let us confirm that all the values inside the brackets have been correctly plugged in. Team A, we're told to say the total is supposed to be 37. Let us add everything in team A. We see what we are going to get. Okay, so we're going to say 18 plus 7 plus 10 plus 2. What does that give us? 18 plus 7 plus 10 plus 2 gives me exactly 37, meaning set A is correctly filled in. Okay, we go to the next one. We can clear that. Oops. Right, we go to set B. What should be the total for set B? It should be 28. So we're going to say 7 plus 6 plus 10 plus 5. Okay, 7 plus 6 plus 10 plus 5. That gives me exactly 28. So we know to say team B is correctly, set B is correctly plugged in. We can proceed to the last set, which is set C. The total should be 29. So far we have 10, 2, 12, and 5. We add everything we have, subtract from, oh, not really subtract, we just confirm. So it's going to be 12 plus 10 plus 2 plus 5. 12 plus 10 plus 2 plus 5, that gives me exactly 29. Now we are sure that what we have is correct. Oops. So we can now, what am I doing? Okay, all right. We can now add everything. We see if we're going to get a 60, so that we know whether there are some values we need to plus outside the sets or not. So we are going to add 18 plus 7 plus 10 plus 2 plus 12 plus 5 plus 6, and then check, are we going to get a 60? Okay, so we're going to say 18 plus 7 plus 2 plus 10 plus 6 plus 5 plus 12. We confirm what we have plugged in. 18 plus 7 plus 2 plus 10, 18 plus 7 plus 2 plus 10 plus 6 plus 5 plus 12. Correct. That gives me exactly 60, meaning we are not going to have any values outside the sets, because we have gotten the actual total given to us in the question. So we are done drawing the Venn diagram. We now proceed to the next one, which says, so illustrate, we are done. Find number of elements in B complement. So B complement simply means everything outside set B. This is set B. So everything except for these values here. So we are just going to add 18 plus the 2 there and the 12. Okay? Except what is in set B. That is what the complement means. So let's go ahead and add. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, relax. So I'm just going to add 18 plus 2 plus 12. All the values outside set B. So n number of elements in B complement is going to be equal to 18, not 8, but 18 plus 2 plus 12. What does that give us? 18 plus 2 plus 12 gives me 32. So we have 32. 32 what? Supporters, huh? Yeah. Supporters. You can erase the circles. Go to the next one. Number of elements in A intersection B complement. A intersection B complement is which region? It is this region here. A intersection B complement. So except the 10 and the 7. So we add everything and then that will be our answer. Everything outside those values. So these ones I'm check marking. Okay, the shortcut is, since you know to say the total should be 60, simply subtract the sum of these two. Okay, 17 minus 60 will give you the answer you're looking for. Okay, so let's try. 60 minus 17 gives me 43. But let's try the longer method. So we're going to say this would be 18 plus 2 plus 12 plus 5 plus 6. Earlier on we found 43. Let us confirm what this will give us. 18 plus 2 plus 12 plus 5 plus 6. Okay, 18 plus 2 plus 12 plus 5 plus 6. That still gives me 43. Okay, 43 supporters. Go to C, number of elements in A union B complement. So identify the region first. What is A union B? When you find it, then you can subtract it from what you should get. Don't add anything in that region. So this is A, okay, and this is B, okay, which simply means all these values inside these two sets. So the only number that sits outside A union B is the 12. Okay, so meaning it's just 12 supporters for C, which is number of elements in A union B complement. It is simply going to be 12 supporters. Okay, and we're done. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Remember, we are still offering GCE tuitions. So those that are preparing for their exams in July, please, we are available. Simply get in touch with me. You can text, WhatsApp, or call me on this number 0973407797 so that you can register and we start helping you prepare for your exams. There is no point in you failing when we are actually available to help you prepare and help you get those distinctions that you want. So get in touch while there's still some time remaining, otherwise time has gone. And always remember to revise past exam papers because they will help you figure out the format the examiners use whenever they're preparing these exam papers. Otherwise, that is all I had for you in this session. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.